Hi everybody, it's Sonia with Sonia K Creations. It's been a while, come on in. So I'm a couple minutes early, but I just thought I'd pop on so I could wait a couple minutes, see if anybody's gonna be here. I know I haven't been live with the craft for probably like a month and a half, but come on in. Alex is here, he'll probably stop by here in a second. I see somebody's on. So let me know that you're watching, and if you're watching the replay, you can forward through all this waiting. I don't usually wait around too much, but I just want to make sure some people are going to get on, and somebody say hi. I don't see any comments yet. I feel out of practice doing lives, so I do see it says Carol Johnson's on. Oh, Lavina's on, and she said hello. Hi, Carol. Yeah, so it looks like there's like 20-something people on. Hi, Chris and Judy. Good to see you guys. So it's been a while, and I'll kind of get you caught up as we just start our craft. And I can't really tell all the details, but it's not my story to tell, but right now, but I will tell kind of a little bit of what we've been going through. So hi, everybody. Elisa and Jamie and Sharon. So anyway, I obviously haven't crafted since before Christmas, so I haven't done any Valentine's stuff. I know it's pretty close to Valentine's Day, but I thought maybe I would do a Valentine's craft. I might do, if I have another idea for another one, if I go live again before then. So, hi Doris. So we're just going to start, and then I'll kind of talk about what's been going on. So I wanted to make like a fake chocolate kind of thing I've never done. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had these molds. They're like all different candy, like chocolate candy shapes. And it was in their cake decorating section with, I guess it's always 50% off. So this only cost $1.24, which is really cheap, cheaper than Dollar Tree. Thank you, Magnolia Blossoms and Makeup. I think I got this at TJ Maxx or something like that, like last year. So anyway, so I wanted to make a lot of these. So I did them ahead of time, but I'll just tell you, like these ones that are white, I used the stuff, casting resin that you mix, but it's kind of expensive. So I just wanted to show you that you can just use hot glue, or you can use, if you want to wait for it to dry, you can use like, what do you call it? My mind just went blank, like clay of some sort. But if you want, you can use hot glue, and that's what I did. The thing is, it takes a lot of hot glue, probably like a couple glue sticks to do one. Well, I have the small glue sticks, and it's a lot of pushing on your glue gun, so it takes a little bit of time. The resin's a lot faster, but I made 2 of them with the hot glue. Hi, Anne and Gail and Annette. Oh, I'm glad you guys missed me. I missed you guys. So anyway, so I made a lot of these ahead of time, but that's all I did. You just either dump the casting resin in or put the clay in or the hot glue, let it dry, take them out. And they just pop right out really easy. But so these are in the cake decorating section at Hobby Lobby, if I didn't say that. I thought I said Dollar Tree, but I meant Hobby Lobby. So what we're going to do with these, we're going to paint them. So I use the truffle color. And as I'm painting, I'll kind of catch up on what we've been doing. So the truffle color is for just like regular, I used it for kind of just to make it milk chocolate. And then I'll show you in a minute, I added some black to it. And to make it more of a dark chocolate. Now, the whites, this is the first ones I've painted that are with the hot glue. It definitely doesn't cover as, like, with the white from the casting resin, it covers a lot easier. Like, this seems like it might need 2 coats. Maybe not, who knows, but yeah, it just doesn't seem to cover as, well, maybe not. So I guess I'll do a couple of this color, and then I'll do the one hot, or that one, the dark chocolate. But anyway, so where have I been? Like right after Christmas, I can't say everything because we don't have all the answers yet, but both my granddaughters are having some health concerns. They're not going to die. It's not life-threatening, but they are very concerning. And my daughters and her husband have very much been struggling, and of course that makes Mama struggle too, so I'm trying not to cry because I've cried a lot over the last month. This is that truffle and the black mix. There's just a little bit left I kept on here. So anyway, so they've been struggling. So we've been, both my husband and I and my son and his wife, we've been just helping them a lot. I've spent a lot of time up there at their house in Idaho. It's hard because they live in Idaho now. And my daughter and her girls have spent a lot of time at our home. In fact, we turned one of our guest room into a nursery. We took out the guest bed and moved that into our dining room, which we moved our dining room table onto the back porch. So we made a room with we just wanted Janie to be back in the back of the house where it's quieter. So we turned that into our nursery, and then we turned the dining room into a room with a big bed and a toddler bed for Carter. So when they're here, they're comfortable. So Christian has spent a lot of time here in the last month. Between doctor's appointments and things. So it's been very difficult, and it's been I have a special needs child and gone through a lot of things where he's almost passed away, and this has still been probably the hardest thing I've ever went through because it's my children and I can't, do anything but help the best I can. So we've spent a lot of time with them, and they come here and they go back for doctor's appointments and come back. But in the last week or so, things are looking up with one of them. And, we don't know we're still waiting on some genetics testing and different things, but things are, we're seeing hope. And so that's good. So it's really made my daughter feel a little better. She's still nervous about things, but she's doing better. It was really kind of dicey there for a little while. We were just both struggling, but we made it through, and hopefully things will continue to get better. And just keep praying that some results that we're waiting on aren't what we think they might be. And so it's just hard when your kids are struggling. It's even harder than when you're struggling. So when you're going through something, I'd rather me go through that than them. So anyway, so I painted one like a dark brown and the other one's like a light brown. I think they're okay with one coat. So that's kind of what we're going through. And when we get more concrete results, I can tell you a little more and stuff. But for right now, it's just they're going through some pretty heavy things. So. I'll just dry these real fast. Yeah, and it was like I was not able to barely function kind of during that time. My daughter and I both were having a hard time, and so there was no way I could craft. And I just started feeling like in the last few days that, things are right at this moment are better. My daughter's feeling better, which makes me feel better. So I thought I could craft, but I don't know what's going to happen. So yeah. So then I'm going to take, I thought I had glossy Mod Podge, but this is the dishwasher safe, and it does say gloss on there. So if you have the glossy Mod Podge, it works the best, but this will be fine. So I'm just going to take the gloss and kind of go over this Mod Podge and go over it, because it kind of gives it more of a shine. It's not as shiny as I wanted, but this is what I had, so we're going to use it. And it kind of, because these aren't super dry, the paint kind of comes up a little bit, but that's all right. It just dries fine. But I want to get these done, and we'll work on the rest of the project while this is all kind of getting dry. So that's kind of, it's a long story, and it's been going on for over a month, about a month, but that's about all I can really say right now. And started out with one child, and then the other one had something happen, and so it's just been kind of a wild ride, a hard ride. So I'm just going to put these off to the side and let them dry while we work on the other part of the project. So I wanted to make it look like I wanted to make like a box of chocolates, So I got a thing of these chocolates and ate them. So you could use it if you have a heart-shaped tin, a heart-shaped box or anything. I didn't have anything, so I went and just got this. So what we're going to do is this is just a piece of paper. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to cover this and make it look cute. So we're just going to, thank you, Lori. Yeah, we're going to just cover this. So we're going to start by, I wanted to make the sides cute. So, we're going to use I cut up some different, what do you call these? Hymnal sheets, and we're going to put those on the sides. I've missed crafting, but yeah, I didn't have I think I'm going to put it on I'll put it on the paper because it's going to be easier. I did not have I barely could, I had to take care of Alex and help him take care of the girls, and there was no way I couldn't craft. I didn't have the head space for that. So I'm just going to put these on here, and then I think I'll just turn it like this instead of sanding it off, since this is just a paper box. So I'm just kind of putting it on there like that. So if you came on late and you're wondering where I've been, you can go back and kind of listen to the brief synopsis of what I said. But I wish I could just put one big long piece, but I can't because they're hymnal sheets, and this is what I have. So I'm just I just want to make it look like a vintage, Valentine chocolate box. This might be kind of a long live, I don't know. I almost did an easier thing just for my first one back, but I really have been wanting to do this for a while, so it might be long, but I haven't been on here in a while. I would have been on later today, but like I normally used to do, but I forgot I'd already said I'd probably be on Wednesday, and I forgot we had our fireman's annual banquet tonight, so it was either, it was either do it in the early afternoon or not today. So I have to do this on both the bottom and the top, which is kind of a pain. Oops, that's upside down. I guess I'll just not turn it over on the bottom, and I'll just cut it off. It'll be better. So I hope you guys had a good Christmas, and did you guys see, I think one of the last posts I did before I said I wasn't coming back on for a while was this one's a little short. I might not use that one unless I need it. I put a video that my husband had a song made for me from Alex. So for Christmas, that was my favorite present. I need to go back and listen to it again because I haven't listened to it as much as I probably would have, because right after I got it, all this happened with my kids, and I just haven't looked at it. All right, one more little piece right here, and then this bottom part will be done. Actually, I think I'll do did I cut this too short? No, okay, good. I'm gonna also do the top while we're here. So I just did that all the way around. I'll go around and cut it so it's all the same. Or, I don't know, I might sand it, we'll see. You saw it. It made me cry too, yep. So I'm gonna tradition, we're gonna use my favorite paper. It's perfect for Valentine's Day too. So I'm just gonna put that on the top. I just gotta be careful because this is just a cheap cardboard box. I tried to find I saw that somebody found some like heart-shaped tins or something from Dollar Tree, but I went there, I couldn't find one, so I went to the store and just got some chocolates. But if you have an old chocolate box or something. So I'm just using a Mod Podge like I normally do. Oops. like I normally do. It's supposed to fit. Seeming like it's not fitting exactly right. I'm gonna put some stuff on the edge so it should be okay, even though I kind of see the pink. It's hard because it is cheap material, so I just did that. I'll go back and cut it nicer, but I'll just do that one while I had it out. And then we'll do this one. I'm glad you found the paper. Yeah, I bought probably enough to last me another year. I don't know how many rolls I have now, 2 or 3. Because I finally found some this year too. Did you guys decorate for Valentine's? I literally had not even, because we had our Christmas with our kids the week after Christmas, and we were already kind of going through all this at that time, and so then right after that I had to go up and help my daughter watch Janie while they had to go do something with Carter up in Idaho, and so I hadn't even taken my Christmas stuff down, and so when I came back though, my husband had taken it all down for me, which was nice. And then literally, I'm normally the kind of person that like I can't stand for it not to be decorated somewhere, so but I was so basket case that just trying to survive the time we were going through that I went without anything on the wall or any decorations in the living, well, most of the house for a couple weeks, and then I just decorated, and I decided to decorate for Valentine's Day, but I just did it very neutral with just like kind of like white hearts and wood hearts and just a few little things. I didn't go crazy, so I did get it decorated. Put more light pointing down towards your workspace. It might be my phone, but it's really dark, huh? I don't have any other lights, but I could try to do that a different time. Is it dark for anybody else? There, my head's popped off. It's off now, but that's all right. Holy cow, I just realized I have 200 and some people on here. I guess I need to take a break and then come back, because I haven't had that many. Okay, I took it off the internet, so I'm hoping it's gonna work now, but I don't know. I don't know. Not dark. Okay, well, everybody's saying the lighting's perfect, so I'm not sure. All right, I don't know what's happening, but hopefully you guys can still see me. All right, we can keep going. Now it. I don't know what happened there, because it went to fix it, and then it said, trying to reconnect. Oh, I did freeze, I know. It was telling me I froze. Is it back? Am I back? I know you guys are behind me, so I'm waiting to see if it's still freezing for you guys. Oh, we lost a whole bunch of people because of that mess up, but that's okay. Tell me if it's still freezing, because I know it was freezing a minute ago, but I get things later than you guys get. Then you put them, okay. Could be your phone. Is it freezing still? Tell me if it is, because I don't know. Okay, it's fine now. Okay, good. Yeah, I almost ended the broadcast because it just didn't want to restart, or it didn't want to connect, but I got it, I guess. Okay. All right, so I just put that on there like that. Maybe I'll try to cut this off now. Maybe I should just, it's long enough, I'm just gonna, it still has some glue on it, I'm gonna just press it over like that. My hands are sticky, so it keeps coming back up. Some of it's not too long. it doesn't want to stay down, then we'll probably try to sand it. This is the, yeah, this is the bottom. Yeah, actually the bottom part's going to show more. I might have to, cut this one. Let me pull it back up. Let me see if sanding is going to work. I just don't want to break my box. But cutting is hard to get like a good straight line, but we'll try. I think the top is okay if I just turn it down, but this part you'll see is going to show a little more, so. Over 200 again, that's good. I mean, I know I have a lot of watchers, but it just seems like on my lives normally, I don't have as many live. I have a lot of people that watch after, that's totally fine too. Nobody can always watch the lives. Uh-oh, Alex has the fridge door open. The kid cannot be filled lately. He's hungry way more than normal, so. I might have to go out there. My first live back is a little chaotic, sorry. And shut the fridge because it's going to keep beeping. I'll be right back. Alex, you can't leave the fridge open. Sorry about that, I'm back. All right, Alex is good. So I didn't really want this to show either, so I'm gonna go ahead and put more of that paper on the bottom, even though most likely it won't show, but if I give this away or something, I don't want to see that. I don't know if I'll put this in my house because I didn't really decorate with any red for Valentine's Day, but. And I'll just kind of, you know, I'd normally sand this, but it's just, I know I'll end up breaking the box if I do that. This one actually fits pretty good. Didn't get all the pink covered, so I might have to figure out, might have to put some trim or something that I wasn't expecting, so. So anyway, so we have that on there. And then I'll go over to this one and trim up anything I need to trim up. Hard to get in there. We're just going to say that's good enough for that. And I am going to just try to sand the edge of this just because I like the way that looks better. Unless it has a lot like right here. Maybe not, it's just not gonna work very good, so. All right, so we have our two boxes, and like I can see some pink there, which I don't like, so I think I have some twine that I might just use this that I had at Christmas time. And just go in here. Yeah, well then Well, the lid might not shut good, but quite honestly, I'm trying to make this where you use both sides and you don't shut it. Ah! So we're gonna do it anyway, because I can't handle that shows. So we'll just put this on here. I knew this was going to be a pretty detailed project, but I think we'll get it done. My daughter-in-law is coming over to watch Alex tonight while we go to the fireman's banquet. Well, maybe my son too, I'm not sure. He worked today, or they both work today, but he works up at the ski lodge, so he might stop on his way back through town. They watched him last night too, so I could get my hair done, because I've needed to have my hair cut and colored since before Christmas. I couldn't get in then, and then everything happened after Christmas, and I just said I don't care, and finally I got it done last night. I said just chop it, because it was pretty long, and I got it shorter. All right, that's good. That definitely covers, and I might end up doing that on the top too. I don't know. Doesn't really show on the top, but I've always wanted to kind of make one of these fake chocolate boxes, and I never have, so I just put that on there like that. It'll be fun. Yeah, my husband, you know, he's not the he's full-time fire chief right now. He's co-chief with the chief that was there now, and he's retiring. So my husband will take over full-time, I think, either the end of this month or next month. I mean, he's already full-time, but he's under the chief. He'll take over as the only chief. I found I didn't cut all this. Yeah, but I can't remember. I can never keep up if it's the end of this month or next month or when it is, but he's been under him since November, so learning everything. He knows a lot about the fire part of it. He just doesn't know about all the administrative and all that kind of stuff, so that's what he's been learning and doing. But he's from the church, so he was a pastor, so you do lots of administrative stuff there. So I think I will go ahead and put that on this too, because now this just looks not near as good. So I'm just going to put it on here as well. And it's very fast to do, so might as well. And I do see a little of that pink showing, so. More glue. Oh shoot, I forgot I was going to do something else here. Oh well, we'll figure it out. I was going to do something under this lip. Now I might have to do it above the lip. I don't think there's enough room for what I was going to do, so we'll see. Hot. Okay, well, we got these basically done, the top part. I mean, not decorated, but, you know, the basic boring part. And now we're gonna, did I cut that too short? Yes, of course. I don't think I do, but I'll notice. Okay, so I just put that on there like that. So now that we got that kind of done, we're gonna go back to our little candies. Put a few things away so I can move here. So they're not quite dry, but they're close, so I'm going to dry them, I think, with the heat gun, the Mod Podge on there. And now I want to decorate them a little bit, so I'll just show you the three kind of ways I decorated more of them. Aw, thanks, Christina White Bear Whizzer, I don't know how, Whistler. I thought it was Wizard. I thought it was an I-E-R, but it's L. All right, these might be a little bit Mod Podgy when I do it, but it's fine. It'll dry and it'll be fine. So I don't have a lot of, I don't have any sprinkles that are definitely just for Valentine's, but I have some of these peppermint ones that have just some little red and white, what do they call those, jimmies or something in there. So I just pick out the ones I want and set not the peppermints. So, oops. So what I'm going to do is I just have some puffy paint and get it started. And then I'm going to, like one of them, like this one, I'm going to just put like a dollop of this on. If I can get it, it was going. Just like a dollop of it on there. And then even though it's wet, I'm just going to kind of make it look like it's topped with some kind of frosting or something. And then just take a few of the Jimmy's sprinkles. Well, that didn't go on there very well, but that's okay. Stuck to my fingers. So I kind of lifted up so you can kind of see. I just kind of did that. Made it cute. And then this one, I think I'm going to kind of just do a drizzle. So get it kind of started because you don't want it to be thick. Just kind of go like this. And then I think this one, let's see, what should I do with this one? I think I'm just going to do like this again and then do it the other opposite way. So can you see them? Oh, I remember your Jackie Brown. I recognize your name. Okay, so that's what I did. So I'll show you some of the ones I did that are a little bit drier. I did them this morning, so they're not completely dry because puffy paint takes a while. But like, that's how they'll look. And like this one, I put a dollop on the top. And then this one I did like that. So I have a whole bunch of them, but we'll just put these off to the side. Let them dry. They're not going to dry, but they'll get close enough that we can work with them. Because they're going to be down in the packaging, so they probably won't get, you know, you won't see the parts I touch with my fingers probably. Okay, so now what we're going to do, go to the top again, which I still don't like because I don't like when it's not really perfectly on the edge. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way maybe. Yeah, they turned out really cute. You'll get to see them all better. So this is the top, right? Shoot, now I'm confused. I think this is the bottom, yeah. Okay. So my plan was I was gonna take this off-white lace that I got from Hobby Lobby, because this is kind of off-white, and I was gonna put it under this. Well, then I realized I put that, but we might be able to still make it work. I might have to put it on top, which I really don't want to. It fits, there's enough room up here, but there's not enough room on the bottom. So let's see. I might have to just try to force it in there, I guess. I can go over, I guess I'll just go, I put this stuff, but I'm going to go over the top of it because I forgot I was going to do that. And that actually gives me more place to work on it. So you're not going to see that now because I totally forgot. So we're just going to take this and we're going to go right over the top of it. I went to Hobby Lobby, I guess yesterday with Alex, and I had some lace trim, but I realized I wanted kind of off-white, so I went, this was a little bit wider than I was hoping for, but this is what they had, so. So I'm just kind of going around it and hoping it's going to lay how I want it to lay. I guess back in the older days, they used to have really fancy boxes like this that, you know, that stuff came in, but not anymore. But you can make your own. But really, you could do, and that I needed to buy that mold for the candies, but I was gonna just make candies with like little foam balls, you know, just, or even beads. You can make bonbons, you know, anything round, you paint it and can make it look like, you know, round candies. Or but I saw somebody else said they had got, I saw a haul and they got that, and they said they were going to do something like this, and they found out at Hobby Lobby, so that's why I went looking for it. Okay, so this is what I did here, but I need to cut it somehow here. I should have not went as far with that piece right there. See how I'm going to do this. I'll just, I don't know where to cut it. I'll cut it right there, I guess. When did I started it. Okay, so I've been 34 minutes. I guess you guys don't care if I'm on long, do you? Trying to decide how to do this so it looks like a heart at the top. Maybe like that. Ooh, that's hot. I'm probably gonna have to do something at the top to make it look better. Ooh, that's hot. I definitely need to put some, you can see the trim right there, so we might have to put another thing of trim around it. Let's see if that'll look good. So it's kind of how it's looking so far. Not that great, as I always say, it never takes a while to get it to look good, but I think I will go around this now. Yeah. And then I'll build a cover where you can see it before and it'll just look better. Okay, this project is going to be lots of layering. Trying to do it quickly is not the easiest thing. I wish this would stay up a little different, but I think it'll be okay in the end. You guys give me a break. I haven't literally I've not crafted in over a month, and I don't know when that ever happens. Well, I did do a little bit of things here and there when I was decorating and stuff for Christmas, you know, or I needed something for a present or something, but not very much. Oh yeah, that's making it look a lot better. I think this will be the end of watching me put twine on stuff. Well, I don't know. There's actually one more spot I might, but I just got glue where I didn't want it. There's more room up here at the top, so it's wanting to go behind it, but I want it to look like the rest of it, so I'm trying to put it on the edge. Okay. Not perfect, but it'll be good when we get done. Get some of this glue off of here. So we have that. And, okay. Now, we're gonna decorate the top, of course. So, I just found some things. This was one of those white foam things from Dollar Tree. I tried to tea dye it. It got it a little off-white, so it's off-white enough, I think. So we're gonna start by putting that down first. Kind of in the middle. So kind of like that. And then we're gonna, I had another heart somewhere. Oh, I have this is a wood heart. I don't know what it came from, but I'm gonna take some more of the music sheet and put on there. And this one I'll be able to sand it off a lot easier. My hands are all gluey, and I took the wipes in Alex's room because I was out of wipes. Oh, thanks, Terry Davenport. I figured I probably have some. Last year I bought so many heart clothes. I don't know why I never had Valentine's clothes before, but I found but I haven't been wearing them because pretty much I've been living in sweats for the last month or two. My daughter and I said we were lucky if we got up and brushed our teeth. Just taking care of the girls. And all right, so I just did that. And then I'm going to take some, you know, got to have some distressing ink. This is the vintage photo, so whatever color you have, brown. I like the brown, but I'm just going to go around the edges. Kind of like that. And then I'm gonna stick this right on here. I haven't been using any wood glue, which I normally do, but that's okay. And while I have the distressing ink here, I'm gonna go around just around the edge of this paper that's on the side. I should have did that before, but I forgot. You'll forgive me. I haven't crafted in a while. Okay. It's not really gonna show that much anyway. Okay, so got that. Now, after that, I was like, now we'll just kind of play with some things I have. Like, I have some different, like, paper flowers, different things got from Hobby Lobby. So, I'm going to decide. I think I'm going to go with this big one to start. It's paper. I'm going to put that in the middle. And then I think it has some little, somewhere there's some little rosebuds. Oh, here's some, and here's one. And like some little ones. So I think I'm gonna, or maybe I want to do something else. I might actually put a couple more flowers. Just, I don't have any red ones, so we're just gonna do pink. Let's see if we have another bigger one here. That's a different pink. This is a lighter pink. I'll use these. Yeah, I'm gonna use these lighter pink ones. Just kind of, I wish this one was a little bit smaller, but it's what I got, so we're gonna make it work. Maybe I'll stick it like in there. Actually, I'll just take off a couple of these that aren't gonna show, and I can stick it farther in there a little bit. Yeah. But any flowers you have, I just like these paper ones. I can't really see the leaves that was on that other one, so I wasn't going to use the paper leaves, but since you can see it on the other one, I think I'll add a couple here. Okay, so we have that. Hi Rose, I'm good to see you. Good to see you. Hi Gail. And then I think I want to use some like real greenery as well. So I have some of this from Hobby Lobby. I just like the pop of real, so we'll see if I like it when I put it in. Even though we have those other flowers too. Yeah, they need to be shorter though. Gonna put them throughout here a little bit. I think I'm gonna add some roses too. Marcia, you'll have to go back and watch the beginning. I kind of told what was kind of a little bit, not in detail, but what kind of has been going on. It's so I don't have to say it again, but you can go back and watch the beginning. I think I'm gonna, before I add any more of those, I'm gonna add some of these little roses, I think. Oh yeah, those look cute. I'm gonna add some more greenery, but oh, he opened the fridge again. Let me go shut the fridge. I'll be right back. I wouldn't, but worry, but it beeps. Alex, you can't open the fridge, buddy. No. I'm back. Thank you for saying you love my top. All right, I'm gonna add a little more of this. And I do want to add some red because I don't have any red flowers right now. I used to have these really cute little red little ones, but I don't think I have any in my bags. Let me look. I might have just some little pieces of them. I don't know. I don't see them. No. Okay. So I have some little, ooh, no! I just messed up one of my cute little desserts. Oh well. We'll put it where you can't see it. I have these little things from Dollar Tree, and I like the little hearts because they're already painted and I don't have to paint. I have little hearts, but I don't have to paint these. So I'm gonna put a few of these in here. Yeah, that's gonna be really cute. There's pink ones too, gold ones, but I'm gonna use red. Just to bring that red into the middle a little bit. There are the little gold ones. I don't know if I want to add those too, maybe. I might add some gold. We'll see. One more, I think. Thanks, Sharon. Oh, I did it again. I'm messing up all my stuff. Where's my stuff? I gotta try to fix where I messed this one up. All right. Oh my goodness. And then I messed this one up too. Okay. I knew it was gonna be hard to do with they're kind of still wet, but oh, I didn't even see there were small red hearts in here. I could use the smaller ones, but that's all right. Let's see, where should I put this one? Right here or right here? I feel like it should go right here. Yeah. Yeah, that looks cute. Got that. Then I have there. I think there's some little pink ones somewhere, like little whatever these things are. I thought maybe those would be cute stuck in there. Looking at what else I got around here. I don't know. We'll see if these. I wish there was 3 of them, but there's only. It's kind of weird. They only had 2 in the package that I see. Yeah, I only see 2. Could cut them apart, I guess, but I don't know what they're gonna look like. I don't like those. I'm not gonna use those. Let's see if I want to add any of this other greenery. They have this really pretty greenery that came with. It's like paper. Let's see if we want to. You know, it's like I don't want to rip it if I don't want to use it, but I think I do. So I'm gonna. Yeah, that looks pretty. Wasn't sure how the 2 kinds of greenery would look, you know, on there together, paper and real, but I like it. I'm trying to see how I could make this look like the top. I'm going to use that for something else. I think I have another one somewhere. Thought there was 2 of them. Maybe not. No, that's not it. I'm sure there was 2 of those. I had another layer I was gonna put on there underneath the, oh well, it's too late now. I can't take that all apart. It still looks good without it, so I think we'll just try to make this look like the top because I can't find that other part. Gosh, where is that? Because that does not look good. Let me lift this up and see if it went under here. Oh, there's something. I'm going to find it right after the live, but I really do not see it. All right, we're going to make this work. Oh, I know what I can do. I got an idea. I just don't like how it's like, doesn't have the, you know how the top leaves points out and it just ends with the, I don't know, I can't explain it, but I'm going to take one of these that I cut off and just put it on the top. That should work. Hopefully. Cut it a little better. I think that should work. That looks okay. Okay, so we have that. What do you guys think? Oh, I did have some little other, oh, see, I knew it. I would find it as soon as I didn't want it. But I think what I have is fine, so I'll save that. I have these little things. They're kind of like plastic. I thought maybe I'd put some of those in there. See what they look like. They add to it or if they just don't do anything for it. I might put a couple of them. Oops. I got glue strings everywhere. Ah, that one just fell apart. That looks good. All right. Thanks, Terry. All right, I've been on here for almost an hour. I still have a little bit to do, so we're gonna get going. I feel like you know, they're really ornate usually, these kind of boxes, so I feel like I want to put something more. The only thing I can think of is maybe, yeah, I'm gonna put. I wish I had a little bit bigger, but this is all they had at Hobby Lobby, and I was out of any red rickrack. So I think what I'm gonna do. These boxes are just super ornate normally, so we're just gonna. This is gonna be harder because. I have to kind of just try to make it straight on my own because there's not like a ledge or something to have it go against, but we'll just do my best because I think it looks cute. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna, there's probably like a 1/4 inch. I'm gonna go around it. I think it just needed a little something more. I got a little dirt on there right there. Try to make this line, I guess, straight as I can. And not do too much, because if I do too much, glue it one time, it just it doesn't stay hot. I don't know why this glue dries so fast. This is hard to do and not get glue where you don't want it. I think I'm going to try to cut enough so I don't have to have this attached. It's looking good so far, I think. Let's see if I can get this part good. You guys know I'm from Yakima, so we live pretty close to Seattle, so you know it's Seahawks hysteria around here. I'm not a football person, but everybody else is. Guess we're having a party over here, but me and my friend, we just talk. We don't watch football. But they're pretty excited around here, so Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. I guess that's what they say. Oh yeah, I like that better with that extra little bit. What do you guys think? That's the top. So I think that's all I'm going to do on the top. Lay a look at it for a second. Get all the glue off of it. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute, except for you can see a little bit of glue. I feel like I might even want to, oops, this is coming unglued right here. I'm not going to do that. All right, so that's pretty cute. So it's just an old box that I had candy in. All right, so then the bottom, we're gonna put the chocolates in. So you could just take this came in it, you could just do that, but I decided I wanted to do something different. You could just put this right back in here, put the chocolates in there. But I decided I wanted to, I don't think I need these anymore. Pick up a few things so I can actually work. I don't know where the lid to this is. I found these at Hobby Lobby, just little, I don't know what they are, little mini cupcake things. And I like just the generic color of them, but they do have Valentine's ones right now too you can use. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in here. I think it fits about 11, maybe 12, I can't remember. And I'm gonna glue them down, but I wanna get them in there kind of where they go first before I start gluing them. They're not made, you know, for this exactly, so kind of have to scrunch them in there a little bit. I think that was about how many would fit. How many is that? 4, 8, no, 13, I guess. So now that they're pretty much in there, I'm just gonna take like a dot of hot glue, put on the bottom, and then just do it like that. I wish I had some like shred or something to put in between, but I forgot to buy any, so you could do that to make it even cuter. If I find some, I might do it and show it to you later. I might have some in my Easter basket stuff, but are they all attached? I think so. Okay, so then I just put it like that. Oh, and I want to add some distressing ink along here too, because I didn't do that. I feel like I want to decorate the bottom a little more, I'm just not sure how. But anyway, we're going to put these in here. So not all of them are dry, so we're going to just go with it. So these are like the dark chocolate ones. I have some that are just plain and some that are, you know, decorated. So we're just going to put a little hot glue and put them in here. And I would put them all in and then glue them down so I know exactly where I want them, but I don't want to touch the ones that are wet too much. So I don't want to have to retouch them. So we're just going to go for it. Let's put this one right here. Just trying to kind of separate them. They look like real chocolates, don't they? All right, and then I'll take, we'll take these ones that are very hard to deal with because they're got a lot of frosting that's still wet. This one I stuck my finger right in, but we're gonna put it to the back so you don't see that part. And I might be able to fix it later. Where am I gonna put this one in? Trying to push it down without touching the stuff. And then have one like this. They do look real, don't they? Except I've never got chocolates with all this frosting on them and stuff, but you know, it looks cute, so that's why I did it. And this one I did a little different. It's an octagon one, or I don't know how many sides. It's 6 sides. Hexagon, I guess. And put little frosting in it. Try not to put the same shapes next to each other, but it doesn't really work, so we're just going for it. Oh, I just stuck my hands right on that one too. Okay, I got this all over my fingers. Maybe I'll just put this here and then to put it on top. That might be easier. Maybe not. Okay, now my hands are gross. Yeah, that's Alex's. He's playing with a toy. He has a Mickey Mouse, guitar he likes to play with. He's had it forever, but he just likes it. Okay. I feel like I want to put something more on the bottom, but my idea was you could put the lid on it, but then you cover everything. But my idea was that you would, you know, you kind of have it sitting like this, like on your shelf, you know, like the candies. Maybe having something under the candies to lift them up a little bit, and then just kind of having this next to it or behind it. That was my idea. This is not supposed to be on there. But what do you think? I was thinking of actually, now that I've already got this all, I feel like maybe I should just put, maybe some of this on the bottom. I think I'm going to put some rickrack on the bottom just to give it a little something more. Right along where this other trim is. I think that'll be cute. Oops. Trying to be careful. I don't want to touch my hard-made chocolates. They're actually very easy to make with that mold. Especially if you use the resin, which I know resin's very expensive. You can use clay, but no, I used a couple of them where you can watch at the beginning. I didn't do them on live, but I kind of showed you how I did it. I used resin on most of them, like quick cast resin, which is I bought it from Amazon. It's 2 bottles. You mix it together and it gives you like 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes for it to dry, or before it starts setting. Or you can just squirt hot glue in the mold, and that works really good. It just takes a lot of hot glue, and you get tired of squeezing the hot glue gun, but Alex, you want to come say hi? Okay, I just added just a little bit of detail on the bottom there. Oops, that did not look very straight over there. Oh, yeah, I didn't get it straight right there. Okay. Look how cute those are. They shouldn't fall out, so we'll just go like that. And like I said, like if you get I would get this probably maybe red or white or like that shredded paper, and you could like stick it, especially once these are all dry so you don't mess up the stuff. Stick in like some shred in there. That would be really pretty. I meant to put it on my list when I was at Hobby Lobby and I forgot, and so of course I didn't buy it. And then here's the lid. And then once these dry, you could, instead of having it behind it, you could like lay it halfway over it or whatever you want. So there's the lid. So this was just an old, what do they call, pot of gold Hershey box, and I just repurposed it. That looks good on the bottom. Yeah, just added a little something more to it. I thought about adding another flower, but then I kind of like the bottom to be plain and this part to be not so plain. So that's it, guys. I'm glad you came back for my first live back, and make sure you sprinkle because my page needs it, because it's even been telling me you need to post more for more engagement. But I'm like, I know. So thanks, guys. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. Bye.